Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 46 of Yakuza 0, and today we're going to get a security guard by buying shrooms. I know what you're asking. Why in God's name would you get a security guard by buying shrooms? Real simple. Because that's the reward for this, and we aren't necessarily buying, the shrooms you're thinking of, like peyote. I mean, actual mushrooms. Like cooking mushrooms. Well, Japanese cooking mushrooms, the edible ones. And because this guy doesn't make it clear what kind of mushrooms he sells, he's gonna run into trouble. And I mean lots of trouble. As in, punks who actually is expecting to buy peyote. Oh, hold on one second. I better stop. Oh, sorry about that. Apparently somebody was actually shooting outside my damn window. What the fuck? And this is like several hours later, by the way, after the police was called and all that shit. Yeah, there was literally a murder right outside my damn window, okay? Anyway, speaking of murder, well, and also gun violence, I'm gonna have to, assert my dominance on this punk by pulling out my 9. Well, difference between the game and real life, these guys actually respawn. Real life, you shoot someone, they're dead. But with that said, we saved the shroom dealer once. Too bad we're going to have to do it 3 more times. And not just that, we're also going to have to, buy his product as well. See, this is another friendship quest. That's how we're going to get the security guard. So we already got ourselves a edible mushroom. So we're going to have to buy enough edible mushrooms in order for our good friend to leave and restock. So with that said, if you have money, by all means, buy every mushroom he has. However, it will only be temporary. And by temporary, I mean after the 4th time we have to save this guy's ass, we won't be able to... Oh, we completed 30 sub-stories. What do you know? But as I was saying, after saving him the 4th time, we won't be able to buy any more mushrooms from him at all because of the plot of the actual sub-story. So, with that said, buy as much mushrooms as your space can fill, and it'll fill up his friendship meter. I'm going to eat those mushrooms because I got bottomless pit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Make sure of all things that you get the CP skill bottomless pit. Otherwise, you'll have to put these in the box somewhere and come back and buy some more. Which is more of a trip. Anyway. Yeah, funny I say trip. That is the last of his wares for now. All you gotta do is go back into the, well, actually, you gotta go back into the alley after you visited Vincent. So what we're gonna do is eat these mushrooms, and eat lots of them, and then I'll see you in a bit. And we're back, and more punks wants mushrooms. Ah, good God have mercy. It's always something. It's always something. Funny how this guy's name is also that of a mushroom. I think Kitajima is in fact the mushroom that you can eat in Japan. So, with that said, we're going to have to stop these guys from attacking him. And we're going to have to beat these guys up. And by the way, you'll know that you have progressed throughout this friendship, because the first time you fought one punk, now you're fighting two. Next, you're gonna fight 3 Yakuza, and then the last thing you're gonna do is fight 4 Mafia, not 5. So it's basically the number of punks equal the number of times you have to come in and buy this guy's wares. So we're gonna take this bat and assert my authority here. Just make sure they understand that I ain't screwing around. Come on, get up. Screw it, I'll just throw you onto the ground somewhere. Or, I can just do this. I was trying to build up for a heat action, but oh well. And, now that we beat up those goons, just like before, we're gonna have to buy his stuff. But before we do that, there's gonna come a part where we're gonna have to actually give him an option to how to make it to where people will not try to whoop his ass. So, with this option, I think you could choose whatever one you want. You probably need to pick the vibe you give off. It doesn't matter which one you pick off. At the end of the day, he's still gonna get in trouble, and he's going to have to be saved again. So, they're gonna end up attracting Yakuza and also other people. So with that said, we're gonna buy some more stuff. And that's all we need to do. I don't think anybody needs a mushroom. I'm positive they don't. So, all I need to do is just buy as much mushrooms as humanly possible. That'll raise up the friendship. 1, come on, 2, 3, and 4. And that just raised it up to 50%. Oh, I just realized. You, only can get these battles if you raised the friendship to a certain percentage. Like, for instance, like 10%, the 2 goons was gonna come after him. And then afterwards, there's going to be 3 Mafia guys, no, Yakuza guys is going to come after her. Not the Mafia, the Yakuza. And with that said, he's going to leave. But first, we're going to actually go to Champion. Or should I say, that bar over there. And what we're going to do is buy one more thing of liquor. We bought the first one earlier in the part. There was a reason for what I did. And now, what we're going to do is buy the second most expensive liquor in the entirety of the store. And that's all we have to do, and that would explain the... Well, it's not Survivor, I forgot the name of the bar. But whatever the case is, the mama that happens to be here is the advisor that we were going to get. That's why I said we have to drink liquor for an advisor. And you already saw Mama in action in the last part, because that's how I ended up raising all of my territories to 60%. So yeah, there you go. And with Mama will actually work towards businesses as well, bars as well as I think entertainment. So that's all she works on. And also into marketing as well. So since she's going to be high in groceries, it's going to be easy to pretty much max out all of your territories in the Electronics King. And once we get all of the advisors, it'll be easy to max out the Media King. Well, actually, no. The Media King's the last advisor. But we got one more advisor to get before the Media King. We'll worry about that once we beat the Electronics King. Anyway, now back to continuing on to getting the security. And oh look, Yakuza! So, with that said, we're gonna have to save this guy again. Because these guys want shrooms. Like, shrooms to trip balls. So let's stop these guys from hurting our good friend Kitajima. So, that means I'm going to have to pull out a weapon to assert my dominance once again. Because here's the deal, these guys actually comes out with weapons. In fact, one's got a Nagato, the other one's got a knife, and I think he's got a no, actually no, he's got his bare hands. No, wait, he has a stun baton, never mind. One has a knife and the other one has a stun baton. And funny that, I might use that stun baton just a little bit. Well, actually no, I've got something better than that. Okay, knife versus sword. I thought that was a stun baton, that's actually a sword. Never mind. I guess I could just kick him one good time, why not? Didn't know I could actually kick somebody while they're down. Literally. That would make things a hell of a lot easier. Anyway, we're gonna have to buy more stuff from our friend the Shroomer. However, this time around, you want to tell the Shroomer that he needs to think of a theme song. And that probably should help him, except there's just one small problem. We have to do this again. So, with that said, since we've saved the Shroomer, now all we have to do is buy some shrooms. Right after Kiryu actually teaches him a song that he was going to sing whenever he sells shrooms. You know, maybe instead of being, dressed in a tracksuit, he should be dressed in a chef's outfit. That would make things a lot easier and a lot less confusing. Either way, the dude looks like he's pretty much selling peyote on the corner. That's just my opinion. Alright, that's the first wave of mushrooms. And now all we have to do is buy some more. We could buy up to 8 mushrooms and that's it. So I'm just going to eat these mushrooms. I mean, they're not going to do anything to me, but I'm just going to eat those mushrooms. And I got to actually buy 5 more and eat 5 more things before I get another completion point. So now we're going to come back since the Shroomer left. And this time he's hassled by the Mafia.
What?
Who has a misunderstanding. Basically, this is a misunderstanding of a misunderstanding. People thinking that he might get shrooms in order to actually sell for drugs. The thing of the matter is, that's not the case. The Mafia man is not here for drug shrooms. The Mafia boss is actually here for the shrooms that Kitajima is selling. The actual edible shrooms. However, thanks to the misunderstanding and the fact that Kitajima could not understand English, he was trying to sing the song and the Mafia guy was about to kill him. Thankfully, we came along to stop these guys from killing Kitajima. However, bear in mind, these Mafia guys are pretty much like bosses. Oh, he's still alive after that? Okay. Let me just grab that stun baton. Well, that works. Get up. And get down. So, after beating the Mafia... Well, I don't fight the Mafia boss himself, but after beating the Mafia... Now we can actually try to clear up the mess. Because again... This guy was actually looking for tasty mushrooms because, ironically, the Mafia guy is eating mushrooms to try to see if he could get some good mushrooms for his restaurant. Oh, and by the way, this dude sort of looks familiar. Yeah, he does look familiar. Oh my god, it's Dominic from The Godfather. He was a good man and a good Don. So yes, Dominic Corleone is here to try to get some shrooms. So, I guess after taking over New York and Florida and Cuba, maybe now he can get some shrooms for his restaurant. And this will be the last time you will be able to... Actually, no. The last time you were able to buy some shrooms was earlier on after the third time you saved Kitajima. This time, you won't be able to buy any more shrooms for quite a while because Kitajima's going to be overseas helping out the Mafia boss with his restaurant. So if you come back here in the corner, Kitajima might not be here. But whatever the case, this actually helps out for you because Dominic is going to be our new security guard. And yeah, we need all the security guards we could get because after all, once the security guard reaches a certain peak, you're gonna have to change out security. Just that way you'll be able to make sure that your businesses are not interfered with by random punks. On that note, I will see you all when I get back to the Sugita building. Alright, now it's time for us to recruit Dominic. He's a good man, he's a good Don. Now, the thing about him is he is one of the, if not the most expensive security that you happen to get. Even though I think the Gambling King's security is the most expensive in the game. Thing is, he's a 5-star, and I think he has only a really low down period. But once you get high security, once you get to his high periods, you have high security, and barely anybody will come to take your land while this guy is in charge. So bear that in mind. Again, he is pretty high. I mean, he has a very low period at first, but he has a really good high period up until the 5th cycle when it just drops to -2. But even then, you can just switch out security, no problem. You will be able to at least, in 3 payouts, make sure that your businesses are not interfered with because of this guy. So, with that said, let's start cashing in. I'm going to have to switch out that manager. And, oh, here we go. Battle time. Yes, give me all your monies. Give me your monies. And that brought me up to 31. But again, this was before I actually made it to 60%. So that's what this video was for. So on that note, everything that transpires here is literally what happens before I actually faced off against the Electronics King for the 60%. Because I was already at 39%, and this is how I got there. Again, you saw Mama in action last part, and now you could see her, well, yeah, technically her, just pretty much giving you a lot of profit. Oh, and the whole mama taking down motorcycle gangs thing? Wait till we get to Yakuza 2. Oh, I'm gonna have to chase security too. Because the security's starting to get to the low period. And also the Pleasure King is definitely helping out with me getting enough money. So let's get somebody who's well versed in market. Well, might as well get the fortune teller. I would have gotten Miracle Johnson, but the fortune teller's not as expensive. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, things will go back into normal time period where I buy up all the territories and take down the Electronics King. But not only that, I'm also gonna have to help the IRS. I know, it's freaking crazy, right? But that's all gonna happen in the next episode of Yakuza 0. This is RFMan985. I will see you guys in part 47. Take care and peace out. And yes, we're going to help the IRS. I know, it's crazy.